This is Daily Armenia, CivilNet's daily news digest. Here's what's making headlines in Armenia today. Armenian law enforcement detained Bishop Mkrtich Proshyan, head of the Aragatsotn regional diocese, on suspicion of coercing participation in mass gatherings, the country's investigative committee reported today. Alongside Proshyan, who is the nephew of the acting Catholicos Khachaturyan II, 6 other priests from the same region were also taken into custody. 7 clergymen, as well as other staff who are not clergy, were brought in. The priests are currently with the investigative committee, while the whereabouts of Mkrtich Proshyan remain unknown, said Yerevan Artenyan, spokesperson for the Armenian Apostolic Church. Lawyers for the clergy confirmed that the 6 priests have been given witness status and have received notices requiring them to appear for questioning within 3 days. The allegations reportedly stem from an interview given by another priest, Aragatsotn, who serves at the Vahagn monastery in the same region. Last month, Aragatsotn gained attention on social media for posts criticizing church leadership amid a years-long conflict with the government and Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan. Following this, he told state television that in 2021, ahead of the parliamentary elections, numerous clergy were coerced into attending rallies to influence election outcomes. Under Armenian law, coercing participation in or abstention from mass gatherings through abuse of office or monetary pressure is a criminal offense, punishable by up to 5 years in prison. The dispute between Pashinyan's government and Catholicos Khachaturyan II has lasted nearly 5 years. After Armenia's defeat in the 2020 Nagorno-Karabakh War, Khachaturyan II demanded Pashinyan's resignation. Although Pashinyan initially stepped down, his party won elections again in June 2021. Last year, Bagrat Galstanyan, head of the Tavosh diocese, led a series of protests calling for Pashinyan's resignation. Tensions resurfaced this May when Pashinyan accused Khachaturyan II of violating celibacy, demanding his resignation and a purge of the church. Other allegations from government-aligned politicians have included accusations of shadow business operations, exploiting church tax exemptions, collaboration with former Soviet and Russian intelligence services, and attempts to seize power and manipulate elections. In June, Galstanyan was arrested on charges of plotting a terrorist attack and attempting a violent takeover. Currently, 3 regional church leaders remained in detention. Archbishop Vahagn was arrested 2 days after Galstanyan and charged with inciting a violent change of power. Earlier this month, Vahagn was sentenced to 2 years in prison, while Galstanyan's trial is ongoing. Queen Mathilde of Belgium met with Armenian President Vahagn Khachaturyan yesterday during her ongoing working visit to Armenia. The Queen is in the country for her role as a United Nations advocate for the Sustainable Development Goals. During the meeting, both sides highlighted the importance of education as a foundation for addressing global humanitarian challenges and promoting sustainable societies. They also discussed the state of Armenia-Belgium relations, with a focus on expanding cooperation in high-tech, fostering innovation and implementing joint initiatives. President Khachaturyan said the partnership, built on mutual trust, could reach a new level in science, education, and digital technology. The conversation also touched on next year's UN Conference on Biological Diversity, COP17, which will take place in Armenia. Queen Mathilde also participated in a working lunch on gender equality, where she met with 4 Armenian women with inspiring life stories. The discussion centered on women's empowerment and their role in Armenian society. She also visited the Tumo Center for Creative Technologies and Yerevan University, engaging with students and educators during her tour. And finally, the CivilNet number of the day is 216. This is because Armenian educator and author Khachaturyan, who played a key role in modernizing Armenian literature, was born 216 years ago today near Yerevan. He is renowned for his novel titled Wounds of Armenia, the first to be written in the modern Armenian vernacular, helping bridge the gap between classical Armenian, known as Grabar, and the spoken language of his time. Abovyan's influence extended beyond literature, as he was also an advocate for educational reform in Armenia. Notably, he was part of the expedition that climbed Mount Ararat in 1829, the first to do so in modern history. The place and time of Abovyan's death remain an unresolved mystery, as he disappeared in 1848, with circumstances surrounding his fate still unclear. And as always, please follow CivilNet for the latest news and independent reporting from our contributors on the ground here in Armenia.